Don't think there's any getting away from this one, though. 5 bigs and a dream, close to the bubble, 4 away. 43 or 48. Like, we're going to be going through the blinds in 3 hands. I think we have to go for it. I'm going to do this, though. Give ourselves a little bit more time. Ooh, get it through. That could be it. 37 or 48. 4 players to go until the money. It might be early enough in this to just gamble and maybe re-enter. I mean, it's 40 minutes since the start, so I'm not massively happy, but you know, okay. Well, you always knew that was a possibility. We'll just take a queen on the river. Okay, unlucky. Ace king here. I'm just going to re-enter. Oops, let's go through here. All sorts going on. We're going to call with jacks here, and yeah, just value bet the river. Can re-enter. Okay, it's a flip. Seems like a funny way to play pocket tens. Don't know why you wouldn't min-raise call. But it's a reasonable flop for us. Oh, I haven't actually done one of these before. I see everybody doing them. Oh, boo. Now I wish I hadn't. Yeah, we are going to call. We're not necessarily just trying to set mine here. Obviously hitting a 7 would be beautiful. It's very uncommon to hit flop a set though when you hold a heart in your hand, because it's usually the heart that you will end up flopping the set on. So like if we had 7 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, the 7 of hearts would come like pretty frequently. So this so actually the EV of this call goes down. Wow. I mean, okay. Come on, Entangler. No, you can't fold, Entangler. What are you doing? Okay, well, I don't think this guy's folding, but doesn't seem any point in doing anything other than just calling. Okay, nice. Drawing dead. Multi-way, we flop top pair. We're not going to fold at this juncture. Probably not at this juncture. This could get expensive. Ace 12 big blind bet. I think we just go for another check call here. This guy can definitely have some better kings. You know, king jack suited, king queen suited, maybe even flat some ace king sometimes. Ace of hearts on the river. If you were ever going to fold trip kings, like I feel like this run out would be a reasonable one. Like he'd have to start bluffing clubs, or like, yeah, I think it's hard now for him to bluff this river. I think I'm going to probably fold. And he has king queen, so actually a pretty nice river for us. Saved us some chips. Down here we're going to go for a rejam to try and pick up this bounty. So we'll stay with that one. Okay, flip for $10. That's a great flop. Fade the 6. Oh. Shout out to Marwin1991 for the follow on Twitch. As we're checking here with the intention of check calling. Recheck call again. With second pair and flush draw. And obviously, we'll decide on the river what we want to do. He can definitely have some bluffs here. So like, you know, the ace of diamonds. It's definitely a hand he could play like this. We block some flushes, obviously. So let's just think about like the offsuit hands you can have, like ace 10 off, ace jack off with a diamond. Queen jack off with a diamond doesn't bluff river. So it's somewhat limited. He ends up having 9-8. Super nice pot there then. Back to almost starting stack. Questions from Ben. It said, any thoughts on when the next Thinking Poker podcast will be up? Well, I'm not sure, because it's certainly not my it's not my podcast, right? So my podcast is Poker on the Mind. I think my beard isn't quite getting to the stage of Andrew Brokos's just yet. We're going to jam nines because we get a chance at a bounty, and this guy might just get it in with sevens. That's my guess. Okay, another chance at a bounty. It might be in the same guy, so we'll see if we can eliminate him this time. A lot of outs to dodge, but we do, which is excellent. Another $10 then, so we're halfway to free rolling this tournament. Okay, so we're probably going to be all in here on the bubble. It's obviously a great board for him to bet. That's a huge bet as well. Like, it doesn't really make too much sense. But we could very, very easily bubble this tournament. But this hand's just too strong, and we're not going to fold. So, good luck us. Let's see if we can win. Okay, we're ahead. We just need to fade hearts. And a jack, too. I really don't want to do this. Two of diamonds. There we go. 21 big blinds. He's min-raised. Okay, well, this looks strong. Now that he said tilt, it makes me think that he's definitely not tilting, and he's min-raised off 12 bigs. Hopefully he's, I don't know, maybe he's, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? So Ben said, on GG, if you click on the bubble icon in the top right corner, it will show you all the short stacks and the bigger pots played on different tables. Oh, that's cool. Really cool. So we got called here. This could be pretty strong, I think, given the min raise off 12 bigs, we jam, and then he rejams here. So I think we could see big hand here. So we might have 3 outs. Okay, well, we get it in the best we could hope for, I guess. So great flop. Great turn. What do we need to fade? A jack, a 9, and a 10? We are going to open up ace 10 suited from EP here. Okay, queen 9 here. We obviously block some back doors. We block front doors as well, like jack 10, king 10, 10 8. This guy could flat. I don't think this guy has too many of weaker those hands we just talked about. But I'm going to go with a check out of position against 2 players here. Okay, turn an ace. 10 kicker can play against against weaker ace-x hands, but there's obviously ace jack is still not concerned, but in both players' ranges. I'm going to go with a check again. I'm not sure if we get 2 more streets. Maybe we do against, like, you know, this guy has like ace-5, something like that. He now bets, and we're going to go for a check call. Shout out to B1L91, and we'll stay here. So we lose to ace jack. He can still, you know, he can check back a queen. Okay, so he has ace jack. Here we have a pretty nice spot here. I check back flop because he flatted in the small blind. I think is definitely weighted towards hands that improve here, and we improve on the turn to a straight. So we just allow him to bet here. He has a decent, like, it's weird to see a flat. I think he probably just bet folds here. Weird to see a flat from the small blind off 15 bigs. But yeah, we're going to jam river. Hope he has a hand like ace-5 suited or something like that. Okay, he has ace deuce off. Not a very good play from him. He should just be folding pre-flop, I think. But really nice situation for us. We got flattered by an 11 big blind stack. Okay, the weird one. I'm not gonna lie. So obviously we're never worried about the shorties here. It's about, you know, getting value from the small blind. You can have 6s and 4s and ace-6 and ace-4, but we do block, you know, ace-6 of diamonds, ace-4 of diamonds, ace-6 of clubs and ace-6 of hearts blocked by the board. I think I'm just going to go for a bet here. Oops, it's not working. Heart on the turn, not really ideal. Big blind can have some flush draws for sure. This guy can have, like, you know, king, queen of hearts, queen, jack of hearts, stuff like that. Let me just think about this, guys. Okay, so I think can we call here? I just don't think this guy's going to call with, like, yeah, I'm just going to fold. Wow, I mean, it ends up being a good fold, but how does this guy have 8-5 off in small? Okay, he's got ace queen, just need to win a flip. It's good start. That's not a very good turn though. So we're out the bigger 1650, but we will re-enter. Opening kings then in the 109. I think I'm going to go for a check on the flop. Seems pretty passive though. Okay, not a great turn card. And check again. I think it's unlikely there's an ace there, especially in the small blind. A question of whether we can value bet. This guy does look fairly weak. I'm going to go for a block on the river, and you know, sometimes you're going to have an ace and we lose, and sometimes we, yeah, when he had an ace, I think he's got to value bet that on the river. Definitely getting ourselves into some multi-way spots out of position. Definitely one of those situations where, you know, they do happen, obviously, but not as often as like playing in position versus the big blind. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like that maybe I'm a little bit too passive in these spots. So definitely something for me to work on, for sure. I'm going to call here. Maybe even raising would be better. Deny equity. We can get it in against worse. So yeah, I'm unsure on this spot, to be honest. Unsure as to, you know, what the highest EV line is. We'd obviously block king queen, but you know, you can have other strong hands. Goes for a jam here. Yeah, we block queen jack. He could have clubs. Not necessarily sure that he would just rip a king here. He doesn't rip a boat like king 9 or king 10. So I feel like we could be good here often enough to want to make the call. And if we aren't, then maybe we can just improve on a queen or a jack river. So I'm going to call here and see what happens. Yeah, I don't think you should jam a king there. It doesn't make too much sense. But nice hand here out of that one. 10-9 suited here, raising EP. It's a pretty good board. I think we go slightly bigger here because the number of draws. Like obviously I know that with this specific hand we could probably do anything. Probably not much in it, to be honest. So I'm gonna go a little bit, you know, on the smaller side. But I think, you know, let's say we had ace 10 without a diamond, going like slightly bigger would be good. He only has 12 bigs though. And now we just, you know, don't want to slow down. We just want to bet half pot and be quite happy to get it in. Half pot here allows us to jam for half pot on the river. Maybe just a little bit less. Okay, call it off. He has 6-8. Up to 44 bigs then in the 109, which is nice. And here we're just going to call with ace king. Up against twos, classic flip. Let's see if we can get there. We do not. We're out of the 109. Okay, rejam from the cutoff. Okay, got to win a flip. And we're out. We are out. Oh, just the ultimate. Just dead on the turn, but have a king on the river anyway. Okay, so we're out that one. C-bet here on trip board. He calls, so I think check call seems nice here. We play the board. Yeah, I don't think we want to check. Pretty amazing bluff if he jams here. But we managed to get him to fold. That's nice. Yeah, I'm going to 3-bet, get this in, I think. For the bounty, like, I mean, I really have no idea. I was really tempted to just jam to avoid anything like this, but this is just nonsense that should never be happening, unless he just has the nuts. It could be this hand could get really messy really fast. Okay, well, let's hope when we have an ace that he doesn't have aces, and if he does have a strong hand, we get there. But calling 16 bigs into this pot to also win a bounty seems pretty good. Okay, he has jacks, so we'll just hit an ace. Just an ace on the turn dealer. Or a river. Okay, not this time. Okay, up against ace 10 off. It's good, good stuff. Okay, cool. Looks like a really tight player. If he 3-bets, might just give it up. Okay, I'm going to start with a small bet here. Going to go about quarter pot. It's a really nice turn card. So we're going to continue to bet. I think mistake here would be to slow down. 10, 23. So 15, 25. Probably need to bet a little bit bigger. I don't think he folds a king here. Doesn't fold like combo draws. So unblocking all of that is good. Okay, so he just folds. So yeah, I was sizing it up so that we could get it in by the river. I'm actually going to mark that because I want to see if it is actually a spot where we're supposed to actually bet small on the turn, right? Because the board's paired, you know, he continues with a reasonably wide range. We bet pretty small on the flop. So actually, you know, maybe it's about a spot where we should bet small. So that's a really important one to look at. And if you're interested in the group coaching, if you're watching on YouTube, there should be a link. But you can go to mttpokerschool.com/game changer. If he jams here, I think, well, I am going to call. He can jam worse. Like pairs, well, pairs aren't worse, but we're flipping against those hands. And a hand like ace-9 off, that's nice. See if we can hold here. Nice, up to 72 bigs in the bounty builder 22. See a 20 big blind flat and a 20 big blind call here and another call here. Probably just going to be done with the hand. It's a lot of players to get through, trying to c-bet through them. It's like, you know, going into a fight and trying to, you know, you against 3 others. Like it's a lot more difficult than it is you against 1 player. And especially when that player, like let's say, you know, against a big blind, he's going to have a fairly weak range here. It's like going into a fight, you against a weak guy. You know, you can fire and he's going to fold very, very frequently. Whereas, you know, we're up against what could potentially be a fairly strong range. You know, I'm not sure about this range. This range is still wide, but, you know, you're still up against 3 guys, one of whom could be pretty strong, one who's still pretty weak, but, you know, sometimes going to get lucky, and the small blind who's sort of undefined. So, yeah, that's the kind of way I would approach multi-way poker. Defended 4-3 off, which I think is fairly close for chips, but for bounties, I think it's much better. I'm going to start by betting big here. And 7 of spades on the river. I mean, we have 4 high, right? So, like, we can get some hearts to fold. We can get ace king to fold. I mean, I say that. But, yeah, I think this is a pretty nice spot. We unblock his folds, right, on the river. We don't have any hearts missed. We block 6-4 that he could occasionally have, I suppose. I like a bluff here. Managed to get it through. Always nice to get a 4 high bluff through on the stream. GL, I'm 2H, says, very strange time, stay healthy for sure. Yep, definitely back that up. We get 3-bet on the flop. I mean, this is pretty scary, but we have an amazing price just to call and bang off the 7 of diamonds. Oh, so close. 2 of diamonds. Nice. So, limp pre-flop. Limp pre-flop. A 3-bet on the flop. Looks pretty strong to me. 23 big blinds in this tournament is worth quite a lot in a bigger 27. Like, it is a soft tournament. What price do we need? We probably don't have it. I think he's very value heavy here. I just don't see 3 bets on the flop with bluffs. Like, you know, with like a draw like ours. Like, let's say he had ace-9. He's just going to call versus our raise, right? So he's very value heavy, and I don't think we have the right price there. I'll mark it for review, but again, it's not a spot that comes up that often, facing a limp and a 3-bet on the flop. But yeah, we can look at it. I'm going to call here in the big blind versus a 3x. I mean, it's not, you know, it's tough to claw back the extra 2 big blinds, but with the chance to win $13.75 bounty and a $10 bounty, like it's definitely, you know, goes up. Check. Oh, I thought it was a 6 of hearts. He can definitely check some hands here. I think 3, 4, 5. We have more 6-7s. We have ace deuce. We probably don't have 6 deuce. I think betting here is reasonable for protection. Plus we can improve on some cards. Okay, so now we just hope that no one has a 6. So 2 calls, like this draw's going to be in there for sure. Some weaker, like 1 pair hands. I think I'm actually just going to go for a bet. I think clubs are going to bet a decent amount. It's only a 6 we're really worried about. I'm going to go for a check. This guy shoves now, we can fold. So basically it's just this guy having a6 or 6s, right? But like he can potentially still value bet a hand like a queen or aces and kings, I think. So I'm going to call and expect to lose to a 6 sometimes and expect to beat some hands as well. I mean, opening 10-6 of spades. Nice. For a 3x as well. What a player. What a player. 3x, EP, 10-6 suited. Like, we're not putting that many 6x's in his range, right? A6 and 6s. Therefore, like, if we know that he's opening all of those sorts of hands, 10-6 as well, then, like, my call becomes much, much worse. But when there's only a few straights in his range, yeah. I mean, not a lot we can really do there, guys. I don't think. On the other hand, queens, it's going to be very unlikely that we don't get this in. Oh, nice. Do we cover this guy? Yes, we do. So it's very, very high percentage chance this guy calls off with absolute biscuits, and we can triple up and win $8.75 in bounties. So here we go, guys. Let's see if we can get our first bounty in the Bounty Builder 22, already in the money. Goes off with Queen 8. Interesting. Good flop. Great turn. And a great river. There we go. Triple up. Plus $8.75 into the Bank of Gazelig. We'll take that. Yeah, okay. Well, this is the 4th time we've opened and got jammed on, so it is nice to finally wake up with a hand. Let's see if we can win this one. Shoving 25 big, so I'm going to put him on ace queen off. Okay, it's a pretty nice situation. We sometimes call this the Tom Sim spot. It's better when you have aces, though. Okay, well, he's got aces. We'll take a king. And a king. Okay, so the worst hand wins, and we are out of the bigger 27. Well, that's unfortunate. So we just have 1 tournament left, Bounty Builder 22. Come on then, aces. I mean, I think it's good enough. 3 bigs. We're going to get called super light. Come on then. Let's go. Feeling good about this. No, we don't want to get overcalled. That's just going to invite everybody in. Please, someone jam. Just want to go heads up here. Oh, God. Says, I mean, it's great if we get there and get a spin. But our chances of winning here reduce for it by every player in this pot. Yawn. Oh man, I don't think we win this somehow. It's a very, very. I mean, I can't even say it's disappointing. Like, it's not like we did anything wrong. We just ended up in a really lousy situation. We'll take an ace for the moan. Nope. Okay. Okay, guys, that's going to be it. Not that an ace was going to help there. We were already behind 2 pair. Yeah, like I said, like a few moments ago, like those sessions, like just peter out. Like, you know, you don't get any hands, and you eventually shove 3 bigs under the gun with an ace. You expect to get called. You know, they both had King X hands. Like, we got it in reasonably well. But it wasn't meant to be, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to come back next time and be prepared to get punched in the face all over again. So I'm going to wrap things up there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't done so already, hit that follow button on Twitch right now. Also, if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe on YouTube. Give us a like, and I'll be back next Sunday for more. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Take care. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Good luck at the tables if you're playing, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.